Hi again, YouTube. Like third time tonight I've posted a video. Yes, baby. Kids wake up, especially when they're sick. Um, a little backstory to the exploding candle. I bought 4 of the Polydine candles. I know they're not selling them most places anymore because of the whole media blow up baloney. But I thought I'd buy them because me and my husband was standing in Walmart sniffing candles. Yeah, that doesn't sound wrong. And he's doing the, this smells good, this smells good. So we grabbed more than one of each. Probably got about halfway through each of the candles before this happened. I had 2 jar candles and 2 of the pie candles. Um, I kept the pie shaped ones in the kitchen, and I kept the jarred candles in the dining room. They not only did one of the pie ones in the kitchen explode all over my stove. I don't use my stove often. If I do, I move the candles off the stove. I only keep them on the stove so that if something like this does happen, it does not end up all over my wall. And sure enough, it happened. Um, Especially don't use my stove for baking often. As I said, live in an apartment, not everything is top of the line, so if I make something, it's a skillet mill and blah. Not caring. Lit the candle, not once, not twice, but a handful of times. Got halfway through the candle, all of a sudden I hear splat from the kitchen, and I can still not get all the wax off my stove. Not only did that happen, I had 2 jar candles, and they smelled great, even when melted together, so I have both of them going. And I'll have them in the living room because I've moved them from the dining area to the living room where I have my little pop-up desk with my laptop. They were both sitting behind my laptop screen. No, I did break one of the major rules of always have the candle in your sight both times. I have them burning, and all of a sudden there's this giant flare up from behind my monitor, and sure enough, both candles only been lit for half an hour each, had these giant mushrooms spitting flames everywhere. I didn't even know a candle could do this until I had those candles. So yes, this video is very short. I do not have those candles anymore. They have all been tossed. Not even worth trying to salvage for wax, because not only did they try to explode once you had them lit once or twice, they had no fragrance. Kind of sad. Have this big jar candle and it only worked for like twice. And you're not supposed to have candles lit for more than like, what did it say, 4 hours. So, and I would burn them as long as 8, breaking that rule too. Um, and I didn't even really put a dent in either of the candles. That was nice. That was a nice thing about it, is they lasted forever. But fragrance gone, just having little flames. I'm not that big of a pyro, so when a candle becomes only for the fire, it's not really worth it anymore. Those little pans are cool, and I did end up peeling the wax out of those just to keep them, but within a day or 2 of removing the wax from them, they began to rust, so they probably will not be getting kept either. 1-year-old, I apologize yet again, but I knew people were going to ask questions on what company I had ordered from or whatever to why it exploded. So I thought I'd go ahead and state it was a Paula Deen candle. And I know they have been discontinued. Sorry. So throwing that one out there so no one has to worry about their candle going boom, which there are other candle companies that will go boom, according to my mother-in-law. But you must be safe about the candles. I know people lecture you and you go, oh, I don't need to trim my wick. I suggest trimming your wick. It prevents the mushrooming and all that and all the smoke problems that come from a candle. Though I will never buy a wicked candle again for myself. Someone else may buy it. I will probably end up just sticking it in my wax warmer. I do not need flames spitting all over the place. I have a kid. Well, I guess that's all. Night, YouTube.